We're live. Live in the radio room. Live gate. Pop in. I'm on 385. Here's my pen. I have my pen here. About at 348 Boston. About at 348 791 Gulf Islands. Yeah, 348. You're sounding loud up here on the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. Hey, 348, what's your QTH? 791, waving.
791, you made the trip. You made the trip over here to Nebraska, sounding good. It's not the best out there to receive. There's a lot of big radios out there. So we appreciate kids, though. 3, 4, 8, down. Getting down. Back down.
Yeah, 348. What was your QTH? Are you out there in Boston? Okay, man, sounding good up here, brother. Just curious. Yep, Q5 on you up here off the west coast of Canada. Have a good day, my friend. Happy DXing. 791 Gulf Islands on the site. Nebraska. I'm on 39 now. It's just too noisy on 38. So if you guys are out there, pop in and say hi. That is good tea. CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. What I need to do is check my match. Very important. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Hello, Jesse. Good to have you in there, man. We just got in from a hike. Actually, I just did a live stream on my other one, but it was quiet. It was quiet on my other YouTube channel. One guy came in from Vancouver, Washington. I went about 20 minutes, and I said, that's it. Pull the plug. Come back in there to the Videogate channel. So anyway, we're out walking. Take the dog for a walk up on Channel Ridge. Absolutely beautiful day. It feels warm out here. You know, it's, what do we have, 8.5 degrees in the shade. Not too bad for this far north. CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Not a lot of skip coming in here, man. It's pretty quiet. Hope all is well out there in North Delta. Anyway, yeah, the dog loves his walk. He just loves to go for a walk. And he meets lots of other dogs out there when we're walking. And it's, I noticed the broom's starting to bloom. There's flowers on the broom. The gorse is blooming. Verbascum's blooming. A lot of leaves are still green on the, there's a couple of cottonwoods in there, and they're perfectly green. It's unbelievable. They haven't even turned color yet. So that's how mild it's been over here on the Gulf Islands. No in a lot of places, which is a good thing. It can stay like that all winter as far as I'm concerned. That's what we want. Balmy and palmy. CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. 395. Barefoot Radio out of Kansas. You're shaking the radio room out here on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. That Antron is working good, and that President is working great as well. You're sounding good. Good audio, and a nice signal out here to the Gulf Islands, west coast of Canada. Travis, chuck a wave. All right, Flatlands at Kansas. Have a good one out there. You have a good Turkey Day next week. Cheers to you, buddy. 791 Gulf Islands. We'll be on the side. Okay. Let's read. Going good. Just got in from a walk. Sure nice out there. Oh, yeah. Sounds Q5. I didn't even eat lunch, Jesse. Is your radio fixed now? No. I don't know when I'm going to get it fixed. There's nobody really here to fix it, Travis, unfortunately. So I'm using it. It's sideband. It doesn't matter. It's AM, FM. That's I throw a carrier, but there's no audio. This one here has AM and FM on it that works fine. This is my RCI 2970 DX. So if and when I get it fixed, I don't know. I'd have to find a technician around here. But you got to remember, I live on a small island, and the only way off of this island is by boat. And I don't know of any technicians on Vancouver Island. My buddy fixed my power supply. I don't know if he's really into fixing radios. So the radio works good on sideband, but ain't getting out on FM and AM, which kind of sucks, but that's all right. I do have a lot of other AM radios here, and I do have an FM. But I really don't talk much on FM anyway. Once in a blue moon, I shoot skip on FM, but I almost find it kind of annoying, FM skip. It just kind of, I don't know what it is. Sometimes it gets kind of fuzzy, and it's hard to pick people out. So anyway, you can hear on sideband, it works good. CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Channel 39, 395. So, answer the question, no, not fixed. But the power supply is fixed. I got that fixed last week. My buddy fixed it for me. I blew it up 2 weeks ago, and he fixed it the next day, which was good. And he didn't charge me. So I fried 2 of the bridges in the power supply because I crank up the power too much. And apparently my 500-watt linear puts out more than 500 watts because he beefed up the bridges in it. He put heavy-duty ones in that can easily handle 500. And so we put it up the meter, and it does put out more than 500 watts, unfortunately. And I bought it as a Texas Star 500, and that's why it kept burning out. Second time is burn out the bridges in there. So he bought 2 bags of bridges, and he fixed it up for me. And I totally appreciate it. He's a good techie that way. I don't know. Maybe I should ask him if he can fix the AMF in my RCI. That would be nice. You never know. He's a pretty smart dude, man, when it comes to circuit boards and all that stuff. So possible. You got to put low power into the amps. You do. Exactly. So I got the power turned down on the radio, way down as low as I can go. Oh, actually, I had it up. That's it. Hey, 351 Michigan, 791 Gulf Islands. Hey, 351 Michigan, 791. How about it 351? How about it 351? Uh-oh. How about it 351? How about it 351 Michigan, 791 Gulf Islands? I heard him out there. Hey, 351 Michigan, 791 Trent. I hear you, 351, but yeah, we do have some QRM in there, my friend. 791 Trent. Not a lot of skip coming in, man. Nice handle. Southwest Rainforest. Oh, good to have you in there, Dara. I blew up my Italy doing that. Did you? Yeah. I've been running my little amp in my truck for over 2 years now. Not a problem. But I'm only putting 12 watts into it. CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. We have any conditions out there? This is 791, Gulf Islands. Go ahead there, Indiana. We got you, man. Indiana, 791, waving right back from the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. All right, have a good one, Indiana. Cheers and beers, buddy. Turkey Day next week, 791. We're listening. Have a great day. I'd like to find a 2970. Yeah, you know what? I'll put 50 into it. Oh, you put 50 into it, eh? Okay. Yeah, I put 12 into the one, my RM2OP. I have two of those from Italy, and they work really well. I got one hooked up to the unit in Bearcat here, and I got one hooked up into my truck. And this one here, it's this radio is about 30 watts or so out of the radio, but there's a RF power thing. I can turn it down. So I turned that down, and it seems to work okay. Why the AM and FM went, I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong, and with the linear. I want to try new KFC Christmas burger. Christmas burger, that sounds good. I ran a 10-mile race and ran 1 hour, 9 minutes, 13 seconds. That's good, man. Wow, that's fast, Dara. Good for you. Travis, I bought this RCI 2970 DX used. I'm gonna say 12 years ago from a guy in New York, and it works well. It still works good today. It's been tuned up, peaked, a little bit more power than stock, and it's got all the freaks in it from 24 to 32, and it works great. So I've been very happy with RCI radios. Bummer that my 2980, I lost the FM and AM, but that's the way things go. It's like this one, this 458. I bought in February 1978. I bought that when I was 13 years old, and I blew up the AM in it. It's probably because I had the linear hooked up to it. I was doing something wrong, and so just the sideband works, but it does have all the extras in it, that radio. And then I got another one over here where the AM and the sideband works. This 458 here, another 458 there. That one's got the lower freaks in it, half channels, and an unlock clarifier. And AM and sideband works. This one here has 5kc slider in it, and it's got half and everything above 40. Right? It's a good radio. It's actually a really good talking radio. I've been very happy with the old 458s. I know back in the day people used to call them radio crap. Anyway, hey Jesse, try that new burger, and has fried chicken, cranberry sauce. Woo, sounds good. I'm eating a chicken sandwich with fries. That sounds good too. I'm hungry. I haven't had lunch. I went for a walk with Wendy and her daughter, and I got a little tiny bit of apple crisp. But for dinner, we're having chicken burritos. And last night I made chicken and rice, skinless chicken with rice. Realistic. Yeah, you know what? I've never had a problem with realistic radios. I have a bunch of them. And my very first radio I ever got was this one right here. And I've showed you it before. Here, I don't know if you can see it right there, the TRC 452, and it's a 40 channel. The first 40 channels kind of that came out in 1977, and it still works awesome. And when I was a kid, I had the lower frequencies put in, and I says, put the frequencies that you can get in here, and he put 15 channels below channel 1. It goes from 735 down to 535 or something like that. You had to buy crystals. Yeah, this one's not. It's a phase lock loop circuitry. There's no crystals in that one. But this one has crystals. And that TRC 48 has crystals. That has crystals. And that one has crystals right there. See with the VFO? That one's got crystals too. That's an old TRC 48. That's got crystals. But everything else has that phase lock loop circuitry. I think that's what they call it. I'm not no techie, but I remember when the 40 channel radios came out, it was a big deal. You know what was a big deal, Travis? Because a lot of the guys I talked to still had 23 channels, and I could go higher than them. There's only a couple of us that had the 40 channels, and they were kind of frustrated because they can only go up to 23. Some of them had an extra crystal for 24, which was a higher channel for them, but we were talking up on channel 30, 35. It was awesome. And then right away, I bought a sideband set. I saved my money up, my allowances, and when I worked, and I got this sideband radio in February 1978. Brand new, I bought that. Brand new in the box at the Radio Shack. I was a happy camper to get that. And then in 1980, I got the extras put in it. And not a lot of people back then had all those extras in there. So I could go up and down and all around. Yeah, PLL circuits, yeah. 7 years old. 78, I was 14 years old. I got into radio in 77. I got my first radio. That's when I started shooting skip on down there, AM. And then I went to sideband. Needed a sideband. Cobra 148. I like Cobras. They're good radios. I have one in the shed beside me, a base station. I don't know which one it is, but it's a 23-channel base station. I was born. Oh, you were born in 78. Oh, you're just a kid. And 78, you were 9. My father was big into CBs back then. That's cool. My dad wasn't. My dad wasn't into. We're always into motorcycles. I've always been into motorbikes. My dad was a biker guy, but he got a CB receiver. This is how I got into radios. He got a CB receiver in 1976. So he couldn't talk on it. It was a 23-channel receiver and had a little antenna on the back. I think he probably bought it at Kmart or something or wherever. And sitting on the kitchen table listening to all this skip coming in. And you know what? I didn't even know what skip was. We're listening to these guys talking. And, 10-4, good buddy, and calling DXland and Skipland and doing their whistles and stuff like that. And I says, I want to be able to do that. So my mom and dad bought me my first radio in 77, that little TRC 452. I went into the Radio Shack and picked it out with my mom. And my dad put me up a half-wave antenna. It was a half-wave antenna. And the first contact I made in the skip land was Short Change. His handle was Short Change in Enns, Louisiana. And that was the first QSL card I ever got, and I still have it. Hello, Joe from Spain. Johnny. I thought I heard Europe in there this morning, but I was wrong. You know what? I thought I was talking to France and ended up being Quebec, Canada. Yeah. So that's how I got into it. It started out as a CB receiver, and then it went into talking. And once I started talking the skip, then I got the bug. And then I went to a bigger antenna in 77 or 78. 78, I put up my first beam antenna. A guy actually put it up for me. He was a guy that heard me skip, and he was an airline pilot, and he built me an antenna. He built me a 2-element quad beam, and it worked awesome. It was a flat side quad. And one day this guy shows up and he knocks on my door because he used to listen to me shooting skip every day. And he made me this beam antenna, the nicest guy, and he put this thing up for me. It wasn't very high off the ground. I remember it being like maybe 12 or 15 feet off the ground. That's the only pole I had to put it on. But he shows up with this thing all in pieces. He had pre-made it at home, and it worked really well. It was a flat side 2-element quad, and that was my first beam. And then in 1980, I put up it was late 1980. It was like December 1980, early January 81. I put up a 2-element high gain quad beam way up on a tower for years. And in the late 70s, I also 79, I put up a high gain penetrator, super penetrator. I wish I would have kept track of people I talked to in skip 90s. You never kept track. I did. You know what? I keep logbooks. I have stacks of logbooks. And you know what? I've kept every single QSL card that was ever sent to me. Original envelopes. I just use a letter slicer to open them up, like a slicer, a letter opener. And I got a massive box of QSL cards from everywhere. From the first QSL card I ever got in 77. And actually, I just received some about 2 months ago. Not even 2 months ago. People still send them. Make mine. Were you bleeding on his stuff at home? Were you bleeding on his stuff at home? Me? Like bleeding over channels? I did bleed over some stuff because I was running a big linear. In 1980, I had a 600-watt Chris Big Boomer linear. And I pushed that through my beam directional. Used to talk pretty good, that thing. Used to work lots of good skip. Very cool guy helped me out with very cool. Yeah, it was really cool because I was just a kid. I was like 14 years old, and this guy, random guy, shows up. Nicest guy. I remember mom and dad bringing him in for coffee. And he says, you'll get out better with this antenna because it was a directional. I really didn't know much about beam antennas or anything back then. And it was a pretty simple antenna. I think it had probably about I'm going to say maybe an 8 or 9 foot boom on it. And it looked like a V, and then it had wires across the V's. That's what I remember. Actually, I have pictures of it in my photo albums. It was a 2-element V quad, homemade. And he knew what he was doing. He was a ham operator, this guy. Got the Yagi looking at you, Joe. Things are heating up here in the east, down at 0.8. Breaka. Got the Yagi looking at you, Joe. Well, you know what? I'm whereabouts are you? And I'm going to Chris. I'm on 39 and I'm pointed southeast right now. My Yagi, flat side Yagi is pointed southeast right now. So if you're on 39, we're gonna call for you. UDX 791 Gulf Islands, UDX 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Nobody hear me, not in good conditions. Waiting for the bottles to heat up, right on. I have not been able to talk lately. A guy near me is bleeding. Oh, really? Sorry to hear that. I don't have that problem here, really. I don't really have anybody near me. I hope those bottles aren't just electrons. Yeah, it's the worst when people bleed over and they live near it. I'm the only operator on this island that's talking. There's two other guys with radios. They're friends of mine, but they don't talk on them. They're just sitting in there doing nothing. Let's try talking here. 395. CQDX calling CQDX stateside. UDX 791. UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Maybe not getting out right now. It's pretty quiet. There's really poor conditions. With my bilinear hit the button in, he picks them up. When I don't have it, they kind of disappear. I'm going to set up an IMAX with a ground radio. Oh, yeah. IMAX are great antennas. I have one, man. Even better with the ground plane. He is just on off of 37, quite between. Oh, man, that sucks. Mopar. JG Mopar. That really does suck. How annoying. It's like those guys on 38 that kind of talk kind of off frequency. They're always kind of off frequency. I hear them out there. I got the Sigma out of the... Oh, you got the Sigma out of the tree. Hey, it was still working in the tree. I like my Sigma Venom antenna. I've actually been very happy with it. So the Sigma Venom is hooked to the 458 right there. That's what the Sigma's hooked up to. I'm on 375. I went down to 375. CQDX, CQDX. This is UDX 791. UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. CQ calling CQDX. We have any conditions out there? UDX 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Yeah, 433 Mississippi. We hear you out there. 433 Mississippi, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. You are too, man. You're sounding good up here. 433 Magnolia State. I was kind of wondering if I'm even making it out at all. Hey, cheers to you, buddy, and have a good Thanksgiving next week. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Listening. 500 sounding good. We had the 433 Mississippi slamming in. 500 Show Me State sounding good. All right, 500. You as well, my friend. Happy DXing. 500 Southern Missouri. 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific on the site. World Radio 292 Portable, Illinois. You're making a trip here, buddy. Hey, World Radio Station, Illinois, 791, waving. All right there, World Radio 292 Portable, Land of Lincoln. Drive safely out there. Have a good one, buddy. 791 Gulf Islands on the site. So we are making it out. Just not a whole lot of shit coming in, man. Let me read the mail over here. Well, I'm glad you got the Sigma out of the tree, man. Hopefully it's not damaged or anything. But I think the only one that might give me some bleed over here a little bit, if he's down one channel or two, might be Bob 440 over on Chemainus on Vancouver Island. It's because Chemainus is very close. Vancouver Island is very close to our island. And if you don't know where Vancouver Island is, I'm going to show you. Okay, that's why I saved this map. I was ready to chuck this thing out, and I go, this is actually pretty handy. So here's our islands in black, right? The Gulf Islands. I live there. I live right on that point right up here on the north end of the island. And this is Vancouver Island. I think Bob is probably about right there. He lives probably about right there in Chemainus. And then Steve lives right there in Crofton. So I got an operator here and I got an operator there. And they're not that far away. I'm going to say that's probably about 5 miles away he lives. Something like that. If that. Maybe even less than 5 miles. So when he's on there a channel down, he's going to bleed over. But this whole island, there's nobody else except me. And there's nobody else on the other islands. Believe it or not, there's no other operators. There's lots of ham operators, but no other 11-meter band operators. So I'm the only one on this island. Once in a while, we'll hear people coming in from the San Juans. This is the U.S. And then we hear people coming in from Washington State. We can talk local to Washington. Seattle is down in here. Seattle's right down in this area right here, right? So there you go. I am glad I saved that map. There's 440 right there. 365, I went down. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Calling CQ, calling CQ. This is UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Sounding good, 213 Ohio. You got a good sound station, brother. Thanks for waving back, man. Have a good one. Happy DXing, 213, 791, Gulf Islands, listening. All right, 213 Cincinnati. Have a good Turkey D next week too, buddy. Enjoy the day. 791 on QSX. Turkey Day coming up. You guys are lucky. You guys are lucky you have Turkey Day coming up. Our Turkey Day is done. Our Turkey Day is done, man. It's getting warm in here now. It's getting warm in here. I got my little heater going. It's freaking awesome. So anyway, thanks for tuning in the live gate there, guys. I did a live stream on my other YouTube channel before this. It was kind of dead. That one used to get a lot of people in it, and this one gets more than that one now. So as more people are into radios, right? More radio operators are out there, more interested in getting into these live streams, which is good, these live gates. I'm on 365 right now. 365. Lower sideband. So if you guys want to pop in and say hi, we'll get you on a video gate, right? That's the whole plan here. And hopefully this thing isn't lagging. Let's see. Are we lagging? Are we lagging? How's this live stream going? I'm watching the little ticker in the corner. It seems to be stuck at 2847. Then it just jumped up to 2853. So it is lagging. I don't like that. These live streams you guys do is really cool. I always wondered who I talked to back before the internet. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Sometimes you'd meet people in person, and I did. I've met a lot of radio operators in person. It's like, wow. And you expect them to even look like that too, right? But yeah, it's pretty cool, the live gates. And there's a lot of video gate channels out there now on the internet, right? There's a ton of video gate guys that are operators that have these video gates. Yeah, I met a lot of guys back in the day, and especially when I was younger. Like I'm talking about late 1970s, early 80s. Met a lot of people, and one guy I became friends with, and we used to hang around a lot. We actually went down to California together when I was 17, and he had a radio in his car. We drove down to Mexico. I was 17 and he was 19, and that was December 1981. and we took a road trip down to Mexico for 2 weeks, or Southern California. One day we drove down into Ensenada, and we went down there for a day. But yeah, it was kind of cool. We hung out down in Hollywood, Disneyland. We went to all those places, man. Universal Studios. It was super cool. We were just like these teenagers, and I met the guy over the radio back in the 70s. It would have been when I first got my radio. His handle was West Coast Cougar, and he was a what did he do? He worked at a sawmill. So right now, that guy would be, God, that was a long time ago. He was a couple years older than me. He'd be like 61 now. That's crazy. God, time flies. I'm going to be 60 next year. 60. It sucks. Oh, well, it's the way she goes. Can't help getting older, right? Anyway, yeah, you know, it's nice to meet people off here to eyeball, right? But yeah, back in the day, there used to be those things called those CB breaks. Like you'd meet up at a coffee shop or a hall. The ones I went to were at actually a hall. And all the freaking radio operators would go there, the ones that were interested, and you'd meet them and exchange QSL cards. I met a lot of folks I've talked to. And that's pretty cool, Travis. That is really cool. It's fun, right? And you introduce yourself, say, really? Wow, I've met Bob 440, and I've met Steve 17. So Bob, you hear him a lot on there shooting skip. He's in Chemainus on Vancouver Island, and Steve 217 is in Crofton on Vancouver Island, right? I met them. Actually, Steve, I met this summer. He came over to the market because Wendy sells stuff at the market here on Saturdays, and he popped into her booth. So I came by, I met him, and he gave me a cool tiki mug. So I dropped off a tiki at his place because I carve tikis. It is really quiet. There's just not a lot. That's 38. I wonder if it's more on this one. Maybe because I'm on the flat side. Let's see. $38, man. Train wreck. I don't know what's with these guys on 38, man. Those guys always talk on AM M40. Oh, Alaska's coming in. We got to talk to Alaska. Turn her around. He's on 39. How about a 247 Alaska? We got to swing this beam around. How about a 247 Alaska, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific? Okay, hang on there, buddy. I'm just swinging the house around towards you. We're facing due south right now. 247 Alaska, 791. We're turning the house around. We should be beaming on you in about 10 seconds here, brother. You're sounding good. 247. Yeah, 247. Sounding good, man. Now you're coming in real good down here on the Gulf Islands. Yeah, you're booming it now. I had it facing due south. So you guys are northwest of us and sounding good, man. How's everything up in Alaska today?
It's getting cold. It's like 4 degrees this morning. A little too cold.
Oh, yeah, that's Fahrenheit too. See, when I think 4 degrees, I'm thinking Celsius. So that equals 38 degrees. Okay, yeah, that would be cold.
Yeah, it's plenty cold. And it's going to get colder.
Yeah, I know. I'm already ready for spring. We haven't had any cold down. Haven't even had any frost down here now where we're at. It was this morning when I got up, it was probably around 40 degrees, something like that.
Oh, sounds nice. Sounds nice. Yeah, I mean, last week we had only 25 inches of snow, so it's been a rough winter so far.
How does that affect your antenna? Does that bother your antenna or anything?
No, not really. I go out there and bump it a little bit and snow falls around.
Yeah, you're running a beam, aren't you?
Yeah, I got a 3 element.
That's exactly what I Serio SY3.
That's exactly what I got.
Yeah, you got the caps off the end of it so they don't freeze?
No, I got the caps on it.
Yeah, somebody told me they left the caps on and the water got inside the elements up in Fairbanks or something and it froze. I didn't know. Sounds kind of like, does that really happen?
Well, I think that, well, I guess I would assume the caps will keep the water out, but I mean, the water didn't do crazy things, but I haven't had any before. I ran this one all last winter, and
That's good, man. That's what I say. The caps are there for a reason. I got the rubber caps in the end to keep the rain out.
Yeah, hopefully it'll keep working all right. Keep it as it is.
You're sounding good, man. 30-40 over, buddy.
Yes, I appreciate you coming back to me.
All right, 247. Have a good day, my friend, and a happy Turkey Day next week.
Happy Thanksgiving, 73.
All right, 247 Anchorage, Alaska, 791 Gulf Islands. We're listening. There we go. I'm going to get a new battery in here. So I'm beamed towards the north. 247 Alaska. It's going to charge my battery here. Hang on, folks. There we go. All right. Got to put him on there too. Dumpster fire most days. Yeah, train wreck. 247. So he's running a Serio SY3. Same beam antenna I'm running. Yeah, one guy in Alaska told me that he kept the caps off of the end of the antenna, so water would drain out, because he said if it freezes in there, it splits the aluminum, so that could be crap. Travis is in there. Wagon Master's in there. Hello. You dig my shirt. Had to get the one with the American flag on it, right? Because I'm not happy with Canada right now. Got the American flag here. We got the American flag there. We got the American flag here. I could have got the one with the Canadian flag, but I said, nah, I don't want the one with the Canadian flag. I want the one with the American flag. When Trudeau's gone, I'll get the one with the Canadian flag, but I don't like the guy running the country, man. He sucks. And I say it like it is. You know what I mean? Hey, this shirt offends some people. You know what it says? How else can I offend you today? That's what that shirt says right there. Audio skipping. Yeah, sorry. It lags sometime. Yeah, Travis, true dope. It lags because I'm so far away from the wireless router, the modem. This Radio Shack is 40 feet from the house, and then there's a concrete wall there that I'm going through in the shack, a shed, and then it's at the other end of the house. So I'm going to say it's about 75 feet between here and the router. It's at the other end of the house. So, unfortunately. So that was Alaska. And what is the date today? Yeah, you guys are getting closer to your Turkey Day, man, you lucky bums. I'm jealous. So our Thanksgiving was early October up this way. But like I say, usually every year, Wendy and I go to Maui, and we have Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving on Maui. And they set out this huge table. Longest table I've ever seen. It's probably like long. And everybody at our complex, we stay at this condo complex, they go to that Thanksgiving dinner. They cook like about 5 turkeys, big turkeys. And it's more like a potluck, and everybody brings something different. And there's so much. It is just freaking awesome. Just absolutely love it. So we're booked for Hawaii for, I think, 2025. I know it sounds like a way away, but that's the only time. That's the soonest the soonest time we can get into our condo. It's booked up till then, unfortunately. So we stay in Kihei when we go. 395. Just putting him in my logbook. I appreciate you guys popping in there. Wagon Master, good to have you in there. Check out Wagon Master's channel if you guys haven't already. He's got a good channel. Lots of good stuff on there, man, and he knows his stuff. He is a longtime radio operator and also a hammy ham. You're also a hammy ham. I'm not a hammy ham. You know, I did start studying for that back in the day. It probably when I was 16, 1979, 1980. But I just kind of got bored of it, man. I got bored of it. But you know, a lot of the hammer operators here say, "Hey, Joe, you should be getting your ham ticket." I said, "Well, I do have a lot of fun on these radios here, just on CB radio. Seem to talk most places I want to." 0001 247. I got to spin my beam around. I'm pointing north. I'm pointing north, and I got to be pointing south now. So I wish the beam would spin around quicker. True dope. Yeah, true dope. Most hated prime minister in Canadian history. So let me grab my remote control and turn the antenna back towards the south. It's funny how I'm getting these. They got them off the back of the beam there, Alaska, because I was facing southeast, right? So now we're going to go back. We're going to swing the antenna around, go to 38, and you're going to probably hear some more junk coming in.
CQ DX 828 Amarillo.
The 828 Amarillo, 828 Amarillo, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. 828 Amarillo, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific.
Yeah, 791, you're making the trip down here to the monster there, my friend.
You're sounding good, Amarillo, Texas. Q5 out here off the west coast of Canada.
791, we got the Yahoos coming in here, so let's go ahead and go short.
All right, 828 Amarillo. Cheers to you, buddy. I know there's a bunch of idiots on this channel most of the time. Have a good one, buddy. Happy Turkey Day next week. 828 Amarillo, 791 Gulf Islands.
80 miles north of the city of Detroit, Michigan. You're making a good trip.
Hey, Joe. Palm Planet. Yeah, I did a live stream on my other one. I was outside in the garden. I did a live stream on Banana J SSI before I came in here. Good to have you in there. Palm Planet out in Washington, D.C. 38's a train wreck. I'm on 365. It's quiet. So I'm going to hang out on 365 for a little bit. It's a lot quieter. Although there's idiots on there too. I will try to make the next one. Yeah, no problem. People are busy, right? You know what I mean? People get busy. I was out, I went for a walk with Wendy and Krista, and I did it when I got home. Eat my sunflower seeds. Raw, not salted. I found a product for sciatica. Oh, please do, Travis. My sciatica is killing me. I'm in total pain right now. And your palm spotting. Went to lunch in DC. Cool. Well, you know what? That's a good thing to do. Palm spotting is a good thing. I do the same thing whenever I'm driving around. One eye on the road. I'm always looking at people's gardens. That's what I do. Alaska, 247. There you go. You made the gate, man. And actually, you know what? Hey, 247. I did shoot a video with this too. So when this gate is done, I will put this video on just for you, okay? And then you can see how good you're coming in. Yeah, I forget what minute mark you were. Just go back a little bit, and then you can hear yourself coming in. But you're booming in here from Anchorage, buddy. Good to have you out there in the live gate. I think this is my second live gate today. I did one this morning. I did a few of them yesterday. I did one last night. I was working a lot of South Pacific. Mama is home. Got to go. Okay, take care. 390 Wagon Master. Good to have you in there. And you guys, check out 390 Wagon Master's channel. Good dude. Great radio room, man. Makes my radio room look like a freaking pigsty. I'm envious of your radio room. My radio room is a mess compared to, but this is my man cave. And then there's more of my crap over there. And I think we got one down there too. We got the Bearcat down there. So we got a lot of junk in this radio room. I think it's probably one of the reasons Wendy booted me out of the house, right? Sick of looking at my junk, sick of listening to me. Anyway, have a good one, Wagon Master. If we don't see you before next week, happy Thanksgiving to Wagon Master out there in Utah. Yeah, 247 Anchorage. Thank you, my friend, for popping in. It was good to make contact with you. Palm Planet, I'm the same way. I am the same way, man. Link above. Where's that link? Put the link in there for me. Link above. Let's just see. Where's that link? I need that link. I need something that's going to get the... I took painkillers before I went to bed. I take ibuprofen. Then I got up at about 1:30 in the morning to put some logs on the fire above 247's post. Nope, not seeing it. It's not above there. I don't see it in there, man. It says, Joe, I found a product for sciatica. I'll put the link in here. But no, it's not there. It didn't show up. So you got to copy and paste that link. Copy and paste the link. I'd love to see what that product is. Because You know what it really bothers me? Like when I'm sitting here right now, the sciatic is killing me. It's like somebody's sticking a knife. You know what it feels like? Somebody's sticking a knife right in here, and it goes right down my leg. And then when I go to bed, oh man, it's brutal, man. It is freaking brutal. The pain, and it's just like annoying. So I have a spike mat, one of those acupressure mats I lay on. And I took the ibuprofen, and that kills the pain for a few hours, and then the pain comes back again, right? So, but there's got to be something out there that's going to relieve this pain. And I've had sciatic before. It does go away, but sometimes it takes a month. Yeah, no problem. 247. Like I say, when this is done, I will upload it for you. And we'll get this gate on here. But like I say, if you go back when we were talking on this live gate, you're in there. I'm going to put your name in the, I'm going to put your number in the title of this video as well. So anybody I talk to on the live gates, their number does go in the title of the video. So 348 Nebraska, 500 Missouri, World Radio 292 Illinois. Didn't do a lot of contacts right now. 213 Ohio and 247 Alaska and 828 Texas. Right? So we got a few of you in there. We got a few of you in there. Let's see if we can make it out here in quiet 36. CQ, CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. It's quiet. It is quiet out there. Not a lot of stuff coming in. I had my C6 arthritis putting pressure in the nerve now. Oh, that's the worst, man. Arthritis got to be painful too. And you know what's worse? When you live in a climate like mine in the north, try that. Nope, not seeing it because it will show up in here. So I'm going to post a link for you, okay? I'm going to post a link. Copy and paste that link. Let's just see. So here, let's have a look-see. I'm going to post a link for you, and it will look like this. This is a redneck Canadian link for you, man. If you want to see what Canadian rednecks look like, here you go. There's the link for you. So when you post a link, it will look like that. There it is. There's a link for you. There we go. So when you post a link, it will show up like that there, Travis. But anyway, yeah, my wife, Wendy, she had a herniated disc in her back, lower disc. So she had back surgery. So you got to watch it. I'll spell out the name of the product. Okay, yeah, sounds good. Yeah. What I do is just go to the link, highlight it with your cursor, and then left or right click, copy, and then paste it here. It's easy to do. But yeah, you can post the product name. It's fine. I can look it up. I can Google it. That's why Google's out there, right? So we can find these things for us old guys that are in pain. Okay. I'm going to see if there's anybody else out here that wants to talk to the Gulf Islands. It is quiet. There's just not a lot of skip. CQDX. This is UDX 791. UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Dead. Do we have any conditions out there still? We got a new skip out there. 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. It is so quiet. Pretty quiet on the band. I'm pointed east, southeast, 365. I'm on 36 right now. If you want to give it a try, I'll try calling for you. How about a UDX 1313? UDX 1313, Indiana. UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Looks like the skip is pretty much faded away up here. CQDX, UDX 1313, UDX 1313 Indiana, UDX 791 Gulf Islands. Not much conditions out there right now. I'm probably going to do a live gate later on when South Pacific's coming in. Try one more time. UDX 1313 Indiana, UDX 1313, UDX 791 Gulf Islands. Nada. Not a thing. I'm not hearing anything, man. It's just really, really dead. Most of the skip is gone. I have company can get. Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, well, I tried. And you know what? It's good to have company. How about in Amarillo, Texas, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific? How about that Amarillo, Texas station, 791 trying from the North Pacific?
791, you made it to me there, my friend. You had several of them talking at the same time there. You came in right after him, so I'll just call you back there. 828 the Lone Star waving.
Oh, 828. Good to hear you out there, man. You're even coming in better now, stronger on this channel than the other one there. Most of the skip here is kind of faded out, but you're slamming in here.
All right, 791, you're sounding like a local over here in the Lone Star yourself, my friend. Sounded tough shuffle.
All right, have a good one, buddy. Cheers to you, and thanks for getting back to me. Have a good day, my friend. 791 on the site.
All right there, Mr. 791. Big 732 to you one more time. Happy DX, 828 the Lone Star.
All right, cheers. I swear I heard the 111 guy in there, man. Okay, so it's still working even though there's not a lot of skip in there. Oh, he is in there. There he is. There's the famous 111 guy. Infamous. Don't like him. That guy's annoying. What do you think? What do you think of that 111 guy? What do you think should happen to that guy? I spelled out the product. Oh, okay. Above. I have company and can't get CV. I don't see it. I'm looking for it. Okay, just a minute. I'll spell the name of the product. No, I'm not seeing it. It's not showing up. You got to put it right in the chat. So right where you're talking, right where you're chatting, put it right in there, right where you chat, and then I'll see it because I'm not seeing it here. It's not showing up. Wonder why. Maybe it's classed as spam or something. I don't get it. That does not make sense to me. It should show up here. It's really weird. You did. Isn't that weird? It's not showing up. Why is that? Is it something that YouTube won't let you post something like that here? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't have any settings like that on this live stream. You should be able to post whatever you want in here. I want to know what product that is. I spelled out the product, Joe, above. But yeah, it's still not showing up. Isn't that weird? Really, really weird, man. It didn't show up at all. And I believe you did. So why is that? Why is it not showing up? And yet it let me post a link, right? It let me post this link. I can post a link on there. Can I post a product? Will it let me post a product? I don't know. Let's just see. That's really weird, man. I'm not understanding that. I'm wondering if maybe they detected as kind of like spam and they wouldn't let you post it. Let me try this product. High gain penetrator 500. I'm looking at high gain penetrators. Let's just see. High gain super penetrator 500. 259 US. Good antenna. I didn't pay. I just want to see if it lets me post it. High gain. See if it lets me post a product here without. No, it did. Very interesting. I don't understand it. Why it won't let you post it. That's really strange, dude. Travis, I'm not understanding this. God, I paid like probably less than $100 for my high gain penetrator back in the 70s, man. Late 70s. Wow. Handles 1,500 watts. Good antenna. What was the dB? Weighs 10 pounds. You know what's crazy? The high gain penetrator is heavier than my beam antenna. The high gain penetrator weighs 10 pounds and my beam weighs just under 9 pounds. Isn't that wild? This Cerio is so freaking light. Unbelievable. I cannot believe that Omni is more weight than my penetrator than my Yagi. 10 pounds. Unreal. That is crazy. I'm pretty sure mine's 8.9 pounds. Let's see. Weight. Where's the weight on it? 10.65 dB gain. Aluminum. Yeah, I did read somewhere. I'm sure it said 9 pounds. Huh. 20 dB front to back. Zinc plated steel, chrome base. Anyway, it doesn't have it on there. Should have the weight on it. Maximum power 3,000 watts, short time. Oh well. This guy's pretty annoying, isn't he? Okay, maybe I'm going to go to an hour and then I'm going to pack it. I'm going to have to find. Well, let me look up sciatica. Sciatic nerve. How to stop. How to stop sciatic nerve pain in the leg. Let's see. 7-second method, stop nerve pain. Cold packs, hot packs, stretching, lower back medications. Place a cold pack on the pain flare up to 20 minutes several times a day. Cold pack. Heat. This one tells me to do heat. Pressure on the sciatic nerve. 2 key stretches to help ease sciatic pain. Now I got to look at these stretches I got to do. Hang on. I sent you the link through through Facebook. Okay, awesome. Well, that's why. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'll check that out. This live stream. I will check it out, buddy. Thanks, Travis. Totally appreciate it. And it's telling me to do some stretches here too. Other methods of sciatic relief: heat and ice therapy, movement, foam rolling. I might do the. There's a tennis ball one too. Yeah, it literally is a pain. Increase blood flow to your muscles and reduce restriction. Restriction may help to reduce pressure. Sciatic nerve, they're reducing symptoms of your sciatica. It is freaking painful. You're well. Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. I'll definitely check that out. I posted a cool picture I took this morning. I went out to see the sunrise and I had my cup of I had a smoothie. And the sun, the way I shot the photo, if you look on my Facebook, you'll see it. It looks like I'm almost touching the sun with my hand. You can kind of see it was in a coffee mug, my smoothie. It was I think it was a blueberry cranberry smoothie Wendy made with a banana in it. But yeah, it was actually a pretty cool sunrise pic. Okay, let's see what these idiots are up to here. It's amazing that guy would want to do that all day. It's just beyond me that this idiot would just key up his microphone and do that all day. And just what a waste of equipment, man. There's people out there that would love to have some nice equipment and use it properly. And this dumb you-know-what plays 111 all day. I hope he blows up his radio. I'm sure Karma's going to catch up with him. I'm going to turn around to Australia here and see if I can get some South Pacific skip coming in. Let's see. Let's beam towards the southwest and see if Australians can hear this leaky station out here on the Gulf Islands. Okay. Let's see if we can talk to Australia, guys. Pretty rare to talk to them this time of the day. CQDX South Pacific. Calling CQ South Pacific. This is UDX 791. UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. I hear them out there. I hear the Aussies. CQDX Australia, CQDX Australia, 791, 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Calling CQ Australia, calling CQ South Pacific, CQ South Pacific, 791, 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Hey, 616, sounding good, man. 791 waving from the west coast of Canada. How about it, 616 out there, 791 back at you from the Gulf Islands.
Yes, today, 791. Yeah, you came across good in Ballarat, Victoria. You know, your 5 minutes.
You're sounding good, Victoria, Australia. You know what? We don't usually get Australia this early in the day, but just for the hell of it, I swung the beam around, and there you were, brother. Five and 7 into Victoria, Australia. Appreciate it, man. You're sounding Q5 up here too. All right, I'm happy I can make it out at this time of the day. Hey, cheers and beers there. 616 Australia, 791 Gulf Islands, North Pacific waving. All right, cheers to you, brother. Not bad. You know what? That beam works really well. I turned it to. We got 616 Australia come back to us. 616 Australia. Because usually at this time of the day, you're not going to get them with a ground plane, I'll tell you that. So that SY3 is working good. 616 Victoria. Seven 91355 channel. Okay, I'm gonna have to go in and stretch my leg because it's freaking killing me right now. All right, let's just see. I don't know if this thing is still going. Yeah, it is. I'm just wondering if the live stream is still going. It is. It is 2 p.m. 11:18. 23. Okay. All right. And then when I go, I'm going to put the 247 Videogate on for my buddy in Alaska there. All right. 616 Australia. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. I got to go in the house because my leg is freaking killing me right now. It's just, the pain is excruciating, and it's really freaking annoying. Really annoying. I just sent that link. Okay, I'm going to check that. I'm going to check that link out, man. Oh, to my Banana Joe page. Okay, because I actually do have a personal page. That's more of my like page. But I'm going to give you my, let's get in here to Banana. I'll show you my, I'll send you a link to my regular Facebook page. That's like that's a like page. This one here is let's find it. Let's find it. Here we go, and I'll send you a link. Ah, that is so annoying. I gotta stretch. Oh, pain, man. It's the worst kind of pain. Okay. All right. Here's a link, Travis, to my. I'm hungry too, man. I'm starving. There's a link to my Facebook page right there, my actual personal Facebook page right there. But I will check out that. I'll definitely check that out, Travis, in the messages there. And that hurts. That really does. Shit. Ow, 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 ow. Anyway, check out that photo I put on there too. It actually looks pretty cool. I didn't think it would actually turn out like that, but it's pretty wild. Very, very wild. Harry Burton. Oh, look at those. Okay. Where are we here? Okay, live streaming. We are 1 hour and 6 minutes into it. What hurts? Sciatic pain, Jesse. Sciatic. It's what it is. It's like a nerve, and it's right in here, kind of like in there. And it runs right down my leg. It's the most annoying, sharp pain you can imagine. Rest of me feels really good, but yeah, it's not. It doesn't feel good. That sciatic pain, that's for sure. Not good at all. Where are we? Here. I'm going to put another picture on. I'm on Instagram too, as well. I don't know if you guys are on Instagram. I am on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I couldn't find you, Jesse, on Twitter. I got that link. That is where I sent the product link to. Okay, cool. No, I appreciate it, Travis. I will check that out, my friend. And hopefully I can alleviate some of this pain, right? Because I don't like pain. Not good. Not good. All right, so I'm going to go to 111, and then I'm going to pull the plug. Yeah, sciatic is not good. Not good, man. I don't wish that pain upon anybody, and I'm sure people are in way more pain than that. But it's just annoying to have that constant pain all the time. So I'm going to go in the house and do a few exercises, and I'll probably come back out later and do a live stream for South Pacific. I'll do when all the South Pacific stuff's coming. Although I did make one contact to South Pacific. Palm Springs, what the heck? Yeah, I'm not getting California right now. No California there, Palm Springs. Nothing coming in. Hello, 45 UDX 4570. Yeah, it seems to be east. I just talked to Australia. Australia was, I just turned the beam around and I pulled them out of there, so which was kind of cool. But no California right now. It's all southeastern stuff, and I hope that's not a trend. I want California to come back. I need California to come back. I like talking down to California. And Mike is in there too, from Pennsylvania. Kiss the baby. I'm just heading to my Twitter page here to see something here. Yeah, like when I sit down in this chair, or when I sit in Wendy's vehicle, it takes me out for a drive. When we drove up there, it's like killing, even when I'm driving home from work. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do an exercise. I'm going to check out that link you sent, my friend, and get that done. Internet seems to be very slow here, guys. I apologize. It's like it's just kind of scrolling. So annoying. So annoying. I do have 2 bars on my Wi-Fi here, but it's frozen and it's not letting me read. There it goes. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Well, that's weird. Hang on. Looking at something here. Oh, that's why. Okay. Bear with me, folks. Internet is very slow here. I'm just checking something on my Twitter here. Okay, back to the live stream on the internet there. Yeah, and the thing is, it's just crappy. An antenna. Just put your antenna on a patio umbrella stand. That would work too, as long as the wind don't blow it over. I was on 365, but there's just nothing coming in. Skip is pretty much nil here. It's really dead up here. It's quiet. Very, very quiet. Listen to this. 38, 40 quiet, 39 dead, 38. He's not even moving my needle, the 111 guy. 37, it's pretty much done for Skip here. So I'm going to come back out a little bit later and I'm going to work some South Pacific Skip. I'll probably do a live stream if my sciatic isn't killing me. I worked Alaska. It's funny, I worked Alaska and I heard him come back to me when my beam was facing southeast. And then I swung it around and he's way up there. Way up there. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in a bit and I'm going to work on this. Put an antenna on the mountains. Yeah, that's the way to get out, blast off. You know what, Mike? People want to get out. You got to be up high. That's what makes you get out even better when you're up on a mountain. And we do have mountains here. We do have mountains. So if you're up on a mountain, you're going to get out really well, right? That's the thing. And but the only problem is when you live on a mountain, it's colder up there in the winter, and I don't want to be colder in the wintertime. I like it down here near sea level. I'm 140 feet above sea level, 900 feet from the Pacific Ocean, and we can grow a lot more stuff down here than you can up on top of that mountain because none of our mountains have snow on them on our island yet, but they do get snow before everybody else does. There'll be no snow down here, and they'll have snow up there. So no, because I don't like snow. Snow sucks. Snow is not for me, man. I don't know about you guys. And that's the joy about living in a place like Palm Springs, like 4570. 4570, living in Palm Springs, awesome. Hey, up Joe, hope are well, swell over your welcome weekend 387. Hey, UK, waving at you, Easy Tiger. Good to have you in there, man. Thanks for tuning into the live gate. Yeah, a lot of the skip is kind of faded out here. So that's why I'm just kind of just hanging out here reading the mail with you guys. And I'm going to put the, I did shoot a Videogate with this little crappy Canon camera of 247 Alaska. And let's just see, where are we? 001. I'll make sure to put that on when I go in the house. 001 up in Alaska. Or no, 247 Alaska. 001's the number I got to put on there. How cold does it get up on the mountains there? Colder than down here. And the problem is, Mike, they get wind up on the mountains and we don't get that wind down here. So they get cold winds up on the mountains here. And it sucks. I don't like cold wind. But, it probably gets like -6, -7 up there degrees Celsius, which is too cold for me. Well, I wish I could control it. Skip is rolling in waves here. Yeah, not a lot of skip here, man. It's dead right now. I've worked, I did a live stream earlier today, and then I went out for a walk. Then I was outside. I did a live stream on my other YouTube channel outside in the garden. And now I'm here, hour 15 minutes into it. Let's see what it's like on this radio. A lot of stuff coming in, man. I'm on 3 and 5 here. 395, and that's the that is a Sigma Venom antenna, 5/8 wave. CQDX, CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Calling CQ, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Do we have any conditions out there? How's this radio making it out? 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Nothing. CQDX South Pacific, CQ South Pacific, 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. 355. You think the mountains there colder than here? I don't know. I wouldn't say that. It really depends on the elevation. I mean, on our island, probably not. But the mountains here, there's some big mountains in British Columbia. So if you go to the high mountains that are like 9,000 feet or something like that, they're probably going to be colder. Absolutely. But our highest mountain on Salt Springs only 2,300 feet. So not super high mountain. Not super high mountains here. 2,300, 1,900, 1,500, 2,000. We got a bunch of mountains on Salt Spring Island. But the bigger mountains on, I don't know, what is the highest mountain in BC? I don't know. Highest, hang on. Highest mountain in BC, Canada. It is, whoa, that is high. 4,663 meters. 4,663 meters. Mike, it gets cold up there. Times that by 3.3. How many? Okay, hang on. 4,663 meters. How many feet is 4,663 meters? It is 15,300 feet, just about. So the highest mountain here is about 15,000, just under 300 feet. So I'd say, yeah, that's colder than probably any mountain around your place. 15,000, over 15,000 feet, man. That is crazy. 15,298.56 feet. Ho, ho. Cold up there, man. That is brutal. Would I want to be up there? No. But you want to get out good, you can be up on high mountain. Like there was a guy that on Mount Bruce, and he was 2,300 feet up, and he used to get out really good, man. Really good. He used to just freaking booming everywhere. You'd hear Billy Bob everywhere on his radio. So that is a high mountain. So now my thing froze here. The internet is really bad. Come on. It's just scrolling. So, and Google not responding. I'm trying to get back onto my live stream. Bear with me, folks. I went into another tab, and there we go. Let's get back to the live stream. There we are. Plus a lot more north of me. Yeah, I am a lot more north of you. Yeah, that's high. Close to 16,000 feet. Or 15,300 feet in height. That is way up there. So ours is 2,300 here on Salt Spring. But it's still cold up there, too. I mean, there's a lake up on one of them, and they do, it does freeze, right? So, okay, guys, I think I'll go to 120, and then I'm going to pack it in. I'm going to go in and do some exercises for the sciatic because it's hurting, man. It is really, really painful. And then I'm going to grab something to eat because I'm hungry. It's a beautiful day out here. We have sunshine, blue sky, and about 8.5 degrees Celsius. So not too bad for this far north. So that's about 47 degrees Fahrenheit under blue, sunny skies here on the Gulf Islands, out here in the North Pacific, right? So, well, that's what stinks being in the middle of nowhere. Well, that's what stinks about plus a lot more north of me. Yeah. Yep, we are in the middle of nowhere. No high-speed internet for us here at this location. There's high-speed internet on Salt Spring, but it's not that high. Can you get satellite? Yeah, we can get satellite. We could get satellite. I prefer being away from people. I'm the same way, Travis. I like it out here. We're out in the boonies. Our island is very rural. Okay, there's nothing urban about Salt Spring Island. There's no traffic lights. There's no street lights. You tried on 385. Okay, hang on. Even 111 guy's not coming in very well, Indiana Chris. He's coming in kind of crappy. And then we got the guy whistling in there too. This is actually one of my motorcycle riding jackets, eh? This jacket is fully armored. It's got all the padding in it and stuff. So if I wipe out, I got some protection, right? So this is an armored jacket. This is all padded, all up here. It's actually a warm jacket too, so. But I'll try you. How about it, UDX 1313 Indiana, UDX 1313, UDX 791 Gulf Islands? How about a UDX 1313 Indiana 791 Gulf Islands? Nah, too noisy in there, man. UDX 1313 Indiana, UDX 1313 Anna, 791 Gulf Islands Pacific. How about that UDX 1313 Indiana, UDX 791 Trine? Nope, nothing. It's pretty dead out there, man. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to roll. I got to get in the house and get some ice and do some ice for the sciatic. I'm first going to do some exercises to alleviate the pain because it's just killing me. I don't like it. It sucks. All right, guys. How much? Not much at this time, but we will continue. That way, truth will make the most earthquake. The corn on this app. Well, I don't want any earthquakes. I'll tell you that. Definitely don't want earthquakes. I've been through a few tiny little earthquakes here. They all say we're in the earthquake zone, but I was born and raised here, and tiny little earthquakes. All right, you guys take care. I'll catch you next live stream. I might be back here later on doing South Pacific DX. In the meantime, I'm going to upload a Videogate from 247 I shot up in Anchorage, Alaska. And then you can hear how good he was coming. And he actually did make the live gate too. And then I'm going to put the names of the contacts in the live gate here. All right. So I will work on this sciatic pain and get rid of it. Like I said, the last time I had it, it seems like I had it for a month or so. And it was because I cut a big tree down. I had a guy cut a huge tree down the bottom of our ravine. And I had to haul all the rounds up. And that's when I started getting the sciatic, man. Not much all this time. We will continue on this app. The truth will make it the most earthquake. Nothing where it is big. We don't want any big ones. We do not want any big earthquakes. I've been Abigail one here. Abigail. Who is Abigail? Is that your friend? 1 hour 24 minutes. I'm going to go to 1 hour and 25 minutes, and then I'm going to pull the plug, folks. And then I'm going to come back on here a little bit later on. And if I do hear you out there, I'll get you on the gate. If not, it's going to be South Pacific because I am going to be beamed towards South Pacific. Got it all set out in numbers, right? So I hollered again, but got 675 Alberta. So you guys are getting skip out there in Indiana. Sounds like you're getting better conditions than we are. And it's like, yeah, we rarely get to talk to Alberta out here, Chris. It's I don't know what it is. It's just something about Alberta doesn't not come in that much. And it was years ago since I talked there. I've been in you've been in a big one there, a big earthquake. Typo, big earthquake. Not good. I've never been in any big earthquake. I think about a 5.4 is the biggest one I had. I mean, stuff in the house was moved on the mainland. That was years ago, right? So, but that's the way she goes. All right, guys, I'm going to roll, and I will see you next live stream. Okay, I'm going to get a Videogate on here and work on this pain because I can't sit down in this chair anymore. Even though it's a really nice Wendy gave me this chair. It's a really nice office chair. And then I took my other one to work when I was working for Parks. But this one here is just like, I don't know. It's not the chair. It's my sciatic. I need to stretch out. All right. Catch you guys later. Cheers in 73s. Travis, thanks, man. I'll check out that link. And Indiana Chris, we'll catch you next time. And I'm glad you made the gate yesterday. You were the first one on here, right? Have a good day, everybody. Blast off, Travis, UDX 4570, Wagon Master was in there. Mopar was in there. 247 Alaska was in there. Palm Planet. Jesse was in there. Make Mine 99 A99. Johnny from Spain. We had a lot of people in there today. If I missed anybody, I apologize. I do apologize, man. All right. So I'm going to go in and grab something to eat too because I'm very hungry. All right. Cheers and 73s until the next live gate. And remember, if I hear you out there in DXland and we make contact, you will make the gate. Take care.